Hi. So let's continue our startup series. We talked in the previous videos about the importance of idea itself. And we say how do we categorize the ideas to validate. This is the first and primary requirement to make sure that your idea of a business is actually a business. It's not just a great idea. And we say that not every great idea is a good business also. So first categorize to understand whether the idea is a good business. Once we go through the validation, and next step is to convert that idea into a business. Now, how do we do that? The first step is to make a business plan. And the business plan is for internal purposes. What business plans we are making is not for external, is not for the investor, not for the bank, and not for anybody else. Is to understand first what the plan I'm going to do, so what business I'm going to do. So it is important to understand various segments. And what I did, I actually categorized the whole business plan into 8 categories. The first 3 are important, and without doing the first 3, don't go into the into the fourth one. Don't even think about any business unless you finish your business plan. And when we going for the first category, I talk about that in the previous videos, that it was the overview and setting the objectives. Once you set up the objective, go to the next tab, which is defining or describing your products and services. Make sure that you have the right product, and you make sure that how you will source the product, where the technical resources will come, how you make it, etc., etc. The third category is also very important, and it's called market opportunities. That is important to understand that it's not only that you have a great product and you know what you're going to do, you probably have a good sales team, everything, and you just launch the product in the market. It is also an idea of some people that they just go in when we say market opportunity, just go see demographically how many people or customers live in that target market. That's not really how you categorize your market opportunities. You need to ask few questions very seriously. Number one is what is the size of your market? And not only that, look at the size, but you also need to look at whether it is stable market, increasing, growing, or is declining market. Your sales and marketing activity will depend upon the market rate, growth rate, is growing, not growing, stable. Similarly, you look into the industry in which you will be operating. So your product will fall into some kind of industry. That industry growth is also important. Maybe the market overall growing because of the people, number of customers in general, but not every person live in that market is your customer. Your customer is falling into your industry. So your industry is your target market. And within the industry also, maybe some gender specific, if you have a gender specific product, then within the industry, that particular gender is your target market, not the whole thing. So geographically or the territory in which you operating, number of people is not necessarily your target market. Your target market may be a small section of the total market. So identify your target market and see the behavior of the people. So you need to see what is happening. Is the demand of our product and services that we are going to pay is increasing or falling? So this you can understand from looking at what happening to the similar products. If similar products, and especially the newcomers, if the new product, you see take some examples of the previous, some people produce some new products or whatever the product coming into the market, new products coming into the market, what happening to that? What is customer behavior? Are they rushing to try to experiment the new product, or they are sticking to the old product? So they are more like a faithful customer. They don't move from the product easily. If that kind of a behavior of the customer, then you need to spend a lot of marketing activity, spend a lot on marketing activity. But if the product are the behavior of the customers in the target market is to try new things, and then you have a different strategy in the market. So it is important to understand the behavior of your customer. First, to identify where is your customer, what is your target market, and then what is the behavior of the customer. And the price strategy also will be depending upon what is the behavior of the customer. So if the customer are inclined towards trying the new product, they may be paying good price of the product also, because this is what their tendency is. But if they are not, and they're sticking to the old product and not trying to do any experiment, then you need to bring down the product to somehow push them to try new things, because this is not their habit. This is not in their behavior. So they would not try unless they see some serious benefit coming out of it, which is mostly the price. So do a thorough market scanning. This is necessary. Trending, customer behavior, habits, what happened to the new products if coming, and what is the growth rate of the market, and the target market, and the industry market, and the particular segment of your industry, and what is the rate of a new product coming into the market, and what's happening to them. These are important questions that you need to ask before you conclude your market opportunity scan. So take time, go deep dive. If you can't get the data, try to get it, because this is an important data. If without this, you will be probably doing a lot of experimentation in your sales and marketing services. So it's better not to do the experiment and try to get as much data as you can, see the trend. The challenge will be to gather the data, but the idea is it will be a good success factor to see if you are able to see the trending of the customer. That will give you the market opportunity. In the next video, we will talk about how to do the sales and marketing plan. And till then, this is Abdul Aziz, Senior Partner, Business Consulting, Gatling Group.